This is Quantum Break. We're on Xbox Series S, taking a look at this really good Xbox exclusive title. So it's best to like the video, subscribing is great as well. So this is a Remedy experience that was made during the Xbox One era. So what we're getting here is 720p with a really unique grain-like effect. And we'll talk a bit about that as well, because that kind of factors into some of the story elements and how the experience is kind of presented. So 30 FPS, which isn't necessarily the best, but it is more story oriented as well. And there is auto HDR support, which actually does look pretty good for the title. So what is this game about? It is a narrative focused experience that blends together elements of basically storytelling through film / TV and regular gameplay. So this has an experience that you play just as a game, or you can also dive in and enjoy both the game and then these little kind of like TV type segments in between parts of the game that will expand the story and the scope of it a little bit further. So in the game you also make some choices and you can dynamically sort of alter the story, and this is a game that is based on sort of time, using time abilities, and making your way through these different challenging locations that sort of change over time. So things have gotten a little messed up. You're fighting against this group called Monarch, particularly an old pal, and it's very interesting as you get to see these actors kind of placed into the gaming world and stuff like that. I thought it was very well done. I love the narrative here, and I actually think this is one of the more sort of underappreciated titles within the Xbox library. I mean, Remedy makes great games, and this feels distinctly like a Remedy title. So the story in general, like I was mentioning, follows our lead character here, dealing with this force that is trying to stop them from stopping kind of, I guess you would say, the end of the world to a degree as we know it, as this horrible incident with this kind of machine causes some problems. You get to use cool, I guess you would say, time-bending abilities in order to take on opponents that are causing problems around you. And then occasionally you get to kind of make big decisions that will alter how the branches of sort of the story continue going forward. They're not like widely changing, I guess you would say, but they do, like, there are direct points that will change how the story ends up going, to the point where it's kind of worth a revisit or whatnot, just to see a little bit of a different perspective on things. There are light puzzles, but it's very much focused on storytelling. So if you're familiar with like Alan Wake Control, this one should feel very similar to that sort of setup, and then of course, with a little bit more time type abilities, allowing you to kind of do like dashes, allowing you to freeze time, shoot bullets into it, and then like unleash it. And I think that is actually pretty well done. I really did like how that was handled. I think the action's gonna get going in a sec here. But yeah, no, it's just got like a neat style to it. The environment is very reactive to what you're doing. It looks really cool when you're destroying stuff. It's just like a really neat vibing sort of game, and it does have this really great aesthetic that kind of like, again, it's like there's a heavy level of film grain, which not everyone will like. But I think that does actually add to the presentation of the game. It puts it more in line with some of the storytelling elements that are present here, which is kind of cool. And there's lots of little hidden secrets in this one. If you are a fan, of Remedy's titles, I think you will definitely enjoy some of the little references and whatnot that are present within this game. I mean, I certainly like this one. I liked what it had to offer. The playing spaces felt very interesting. It felt very distinct. Looks like we don't really have any time abilities at this point. This is an earlier point in the story. I thought the whole escape sequence might be kind of fun to showcase. Usually I do one where it's a bit of a frantic fight to getting the brother at a different portion, but I thought we'd mix it up for this particular presentation of the game. But it is quite brutal, and this is like honestly just a very simplistic part of things, because we're not even really bending time yet. Take the elevator, sure, why not?
They know our names. They knew we'd be here. They must be after.
We're almost starting to see the time abilities just come into play almost. It doesn't look too bad on the Series S because of the you know, the visual style that they use. It's actually kind of impressive. I'm really used to the, you know, the One X Series X presenting this game, which is a much higher resolution, but actually like pretty good looking. I'd love for them to come in and actually properly give this one a good like improvement, maybe like a remastering if that makes sense, but I doubt we'll get that. I'm hoping other kind of methods at some point really do improve this further. I think the biggest thing would be an increase in the frame rate would be a fantastic thing, you know, that would be great to get this going at 60. It would feel a lot better. But yeah, I do, like, honestly, I would suggest to a degree giving the whole... what just happened there? Giving the whole, like, TV show things a chance. You might find that to be kind of neat. Because I do feel that they flesh out some of the characters a bit more, but like I said, you don't need to do that as well. So this is like the awakening of the time abilities.
Unfreeze will. Even if the world was still frozen.
Stunner. She was right about the fracture.
I like how we're totally cool with
About
this.
all of this.
Thanks for your gun, bro. If I could save time in a bottle. And there's lots of like, there's little collectibles you can find, little hidden secrets and stuff. It's kind of cool, you know, just having these little different things to it. What are these shooting at? So you're just trying to kind of take all their guns and that. But, you know, I hope you've been kind of getting that, like, that's come across here, that this is like such a... You know, this is a Remedy title to the core, right? Like, this is such their aesthetic and whatnot, especially as they clean it up and sort of evolve it with later, you know, titles too, right? Oh, that's what they're dealing with, all these kids and stuff. I guess they're not really kids, university people.
I'm getting on my way here. She's not unfreezing. It worked on you. Why isn't it working on the others?
I don't know. It may have to do with chronon exposure. Look at them all.
See, this is pretty cool. Actually, I picked a good sequence here. This is kind of funny.
They're taking everybody. Every witness.
Knowledge over property. Expose the lies. So much, like, they have like such great little details in the designs of their worlds. It's just fantastic.
We can get to the parking lot.
Absolutely fantastic. I really do like this game, though. I highly suggest jumping into it. The narrative's really entertaining. It's, you know, it's decently long. It's very much story focused, so you just kind of work through it and stuff. But I think you'll find it to be a very entertaining time. Ah, and this leads into that next sequence here. So, if that's a little fun reference for the Alan Wake fans out there, very obvious little board reference there. And this is when the action starts cooking.
Oh no, no. My car. They're patrolling the parking lot.
Or at least it will be shortly.
Okay. Okay, Will.
The periodic table of elements.
I'll take care of this. I'll fight my way through. I'll get the car and I'll bring it around.
Are you sure you can handle this?
No. Are you sure you can fix time?
At least I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be going
I'll
up.
call it even.
Maybe it is a later sequence. Huh.
Here. You'll need the keys. Hey, Jack. Be careful.
Yeah. Okay. I will.
Okay, so we do come back here and we go a completely different way. That's very interesting. Going off of memory for some of this stuff.
What the hell?
Now we activate time.
We're growing. I started to sense things, premonitions, echoes from the past.
Yeah, usually you get much cooler abilities where you can like fly around and stuff. Like, it's got some cover elements to it, but just keep in mind that it's not like a cover-based game. You're actually meant to be like running around frantically shooting at things. Don't play it as a cover-based game. but, you know, occasionally use cover when you need to.
I could see an echo of the past. Will, arriving at the university.
I hope to God I'm not too late.
That's... I'm seeing the past.
Oh shit!
Time stop!
Something clicked.
Pretty cool ability, right? Like, I just love how they do, like, the weird, like, time altering and mending kind of things. Melding? Mending? I don't know. Kind of mends time a little bit. Melds it. Does everything to time. And they kind of die. See, that's what's so cool about it. Really? I'm out of ammo for this? But yeah, the action really does keep going fluidly and smoothly in this. I love it. Ow, that's why that SMG is there. Jeez. I guess I couldn't break time like I used to. Oh yeah, and it also, you know, loads way faster, which is nice. Do I have to click on this again, or do I just kind of jump into the action combat? Or is this section just going to be, like, cleared out for me? Investigate the anomaly. I already did. Guess I'll take some ammo because, you know, don't want to get caught up in a sequence where things aren't going well.
I hope to God I'm not too late.
That's...
Oh no, we're being shot at. Who saw that coming? Usually I don't even die when I play this.
Something clicked.
So that's a little surprising.
I could reach out and stop time in a focus.
Pretty good performances too from like the actors and stuff, especially within like the game world. Remedy just like absolutely delivered their games.
I gotta get back to him.
I think there's many companies out there that really try to push boundaries like they do. And I mean, this particularly made sense in the whole Xbox One era, when they were trying to like combine, you know, it was very much an all-in-one media system, right? It wasn't just for gaming at that time, so it definitely makes sense. They did take a little while to get this out the door, which is a little surprising, but yeah, I do think the end result was actually a very well done game.
Change of plans. Screw the car. I need to get to Will. He's in trouble.
The library chase. Oh! Hello there. I really wish we would have gotten more follow-ups to this game.
Where is he? Where's my brother?
Alright, let's do the big chase sequence. See, that's the thing, is like there was so many like dangling like kind of storylines where I'm just like, I really wanted to see where things would have headed. Guess I should have watched more of the cutscene.
Will. Will.
Ah, this is what I was talking about. See, this is where we usually actually like start off my videos when I showcase this game, but I was like, because it just like goes right into the action, but I was like, you know what, we'll mix it up. Time dodge. And this is where the real fun begins.
You're outnumbered. See that?
So cool looking.
What the fuck is going on in there? Move in! Go, go, go! Gotta get to the library. That's where they're taking it. What?
You still had no idea that Wilder was helping you?
She wasn't the only one.
See, the combat is like so stylistic in this. And the character just like fluidly reacts to like every sequence and stuff that's going on here. So good. Oof, that's rough. Yep, it's a rough day to be a guard and monarch, that's for sure. Although these people are just trying to do their jobs.
Okay, gotta get to the library.
Why are you taking me here? It's a library. I need to return some fucking books. HQ, we've got William Joyce in the library. Waiting orders. Over?
Will. They took him to the library. I gotta find a way in. I gotta get to him fast. Where did that come from? That looks like a way up. Come on, I don't have time for this.
That's not the way to do it. You have to use time.
Gotta slow that thing down somehow.
See? Puzzle solving. Ah, you really can't see that Monarch building out in the distance, eh?
This is Airlift Prime. We've got the Time Machine Core in transit.
Hey! Hands where I can see!
Oh! Oh, there goes that guy.
What the hell is going on around here?
HQ, we've got William Joyce in the library. Awaiting orders.
They got him.
Over?
I wonder where the
Roger.
brother is.
Keep a skeleton crew and wait for arrival of Monarch.
What's up, guys?
At the Dry Docks Cronin extraction grounds. Wait for further orders there. Library is set to blow in 5 minutes.
The library's ready to blow. Now?
Jack, run!
A lot of enemies.
Take out the civilian.
That's also why it's definitely the perfect time to like the video and subscribe. And jump into the world that is Quantum Break. Because it's a really cool game, and there's a lot to discover here. A lot of fun to be had, and some really neat narrative points to it.